Look at it. Look at it. It's the hemogobbler plant, a man-eating plant that wants to go ahead and produce vampires. Yeah, I don't blame people for being extremely excited and wanting to go ahead and really celebrate this. And Curse Chaser Salty Sweet Red, who's still permanently a frog, which is absolutely hilarious to me, happens to go ahead and have leveled up, which means it's time to gain those doubled up survival skills that we have been waiting for in order to go ahead and take on the Wizard's Tower. And other statements that often makes my beloved husband Chips go, You're working in a museum? But yes, we are. And hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome back to the Two Duelistia Estates, where activating the buzz bonuses on a famous spirit has actually proven to be a lot harder than I thought it would, because we've been really struggling with... No, we haven't been struggling. We've been going on lots of side quests. How about that? You gotta really keep positive around this place, especially when you're trying to make sure that your poor explorers, like rare plant botanist Blazequakes, doesn't end up having irritable trowel and feeling quite unwell. And I mean, that's kind of embarrassing to some level to be like, hey, where's Blazequakes? You know, they're off at the hot springs clearing up that irritable trowel. But the good news is now rare plant botanist Blazequakes can actually go ahead and learn some new skills. And I think we're gonna have it also be survival skills, so that then we can have people just constantly going in and gathering what they can, because we have speed already with our rare plant botanist. Well, actually, let's double check what we need for some of the botany adventures we still haven't gone on, like the Swallow Hollow. We haven't been over there yet. Survival definitely needed. We have not been over there yet. But what if we start being able to explore over in whole new areas like that? Oh, that would be just a dream come true, if you ask me. And oh, that's right, we also need to see, you know what? I think we're working on a haunted library today, because now I'm suddenly thinking about some of the other things we need to bring on in to take good care of all of our wonderful crew. And we do need library type things. We have the Afterlife Academy, where any staff member can go and gain some experience. But I think we're actually going to send somebody to the Paranormal Detection Agency to say they're getting some books, some very, very, very old books. Ooh, and we have some haunted tour guide with a broken face. Right. And everybody else is currently very busy with tours. Right. Maybe it's time to go search the underwater. Oh my gosh, that's an expensive expedition. But we could indeed search the underwater wreck of the SS Silverbottom, which we have been waiting to do. Do we have can we have pilot wings on our janitors? Because I think we might need to give one of our janitors pilot wings so that we can go ahead and not have them turn into fish food, because apparently there's some giant fish and sharks that we need to avoid. Wow, you know what, this is definitely turning out to be a little bit more of a dangerous place to be than I expected. I guess we'll kind of pull back a little bit, maybe kind of nod to ourselves some. Take some deep breaths. Maybe we'll go ahead and we'll start simple with Pirate Tail's Tyrant going off and going on. Why is it storm season? Gosh darn it! I'm trying to go ahead and actually be able to build up something here, and we can't because we keep running into problems. But you know what? Let's go to Bigfoot Gardens. We can at least grab something there, right? Right. So we'll take we'll take Sweet Mint Botanist Honey Mint, and we'll send out our Graveyard Guard so that we've got some speedy expeditions we could do, because we've already explored that area very well. Oh boy, they're gonna get really sick from all of these things though. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We'll even haggle a little bit to make it a fast trip. And at least we can try to get a plant from over there. And while we're working on that, my word, there's just quite a bit of chaos happening. We can double check what might be really good for our scientist to have. And it looks like survival skills with the one poor scientist that we've got that we want to try to send down into the security labs and the chemical areas. Oh dear, rotten researcher. That's terrifying. So it seems like we also want to train survival skills for our scientist. Do I have anything? What on earth? You know what? When you really pull back and you think about it, you're like, wow, there's a lot of stuff that people have to worry about. But we're going to give steampunk mechanic Hannah Forever a hard hat and send them off on a nice, safe mission to the Orphle Quarry so that we can try to just work on something for the moment. And while that's happening, we do have our pristine folding chap trap that we can add on in to what is going to become the swampy greenhouse, the salty sweet swamp greenhouse, and hopefully we'll be able to attract a lot of attention. And we're also going to clear out some of the supernatural decorations. The crates could probably stay. And then the little hemo gobbler plant really wants to have some candles and like supernatural decorations near it. The floating book honestly could stay because that's amazing. And I'm absolutely here for the floating book. Oh wow, you're steampunk mechanic. You're already back from the quarry? Jeez. Maybe we'll be building up some of those really cool. Do we need more? Probably need more survey scanners. We could make some plant camouflage. You know what? I'm gonna make some plant camouflage so that we can just kind of prepare ourselves for some of the other adventures we can go on. And then I'm gonna just, cause it's actually a fairly like affordable trip to our underground science area. So we're just gonna have a steampunk mechanic Hannah Forever go and gather up, whoops, let's do a hard hat. Go and gather us up some of that metal so that we can start doing some cool builds. And then our folding chap trap is gonna need some TLC and attention. And I love that it might be near some of the cave people. And oh man, the buffoon one might be really good in this back corner. So how about the chap trap over here? Possibly. And we'll work from there. All right, we need to make sure that it has a hot, humid climate. So very important to get the temperature going. We need the wall heater to make sure that it stays warm enough. And then we need the wall mister to make sure that it stays misted enough. There we go. And then that should keep it alive, which is very important for our little plant. And then we have plant camouflage done now. Let's actually scooch it forward a little. And to make this guy really happy, we definitely want to call an expert with botany. And let's have... I feel like you would get an energy boost if you came over here and we're working with it. So we can have it give guest energy, reduce grubbiness decay. It's more like health. Does that help with... Let's actually experiment. We're gonna see if it seems like its health goes down slower if it has some dust deterrent, so that it will hopefully be a little happier. And then we'll see if we can just make sure that our botany staff really takes care of this thing, because it's quite fun and it wants to be near any other botany exhibit, so it's not a plant alone. Oh my gosh, we're actually getting things down in our swamp. Oh, and it's a pristine blooming buffoon! And it produces clowns, which... Again, like, what a fun exhibit to have. And then we might even be able to get like tour guides in here soon. All right. And then this one also needs a wall heater and a wall mister. All right, I think both of those things will be okay. we might move this forward just a little bit to make sure those can be maintenanced. And then we'll move our security camera over some. Excellent! See? I'm sure everything is gonna be like working out somehow, right? Okay. All right, maybe I'll move the security camera. As creepy as it sounds, over by the bathroom. Oh man, trying to pick like where to put this thing. Here, we'll just move it over here for now. All right. So we do have a little swampy corner that we're trying to tend to. It will turn people into clowns, which sounds, I mean, that is pretty terrifying, to be honest. And then this one right over here, the ghost plant is dying. Wah! Okay. Is that just because, oh wait, my botanist is working on it. I need to take care of those ghost plants too. But we're gonna move the pristine pica lilies over into this like greenhouse that we're building up. This is gonna be kind of chaotic, but I think it's gonna be a ton of fun as we work on letting people know about these plants, as we work on getting the info boards in, and as we make it so that it is related to the cave people, because I want to have a really fun spot where people can come and learn about our really awesome cave person family and gain some knowledge of all of them. And I want to make this place a little bit bigger to see if we can actually add in more members to this family's like tribe that they've got, because that would be really special, because there are like banana tribe. And we'll add a botany. There we go. Of course I would make everything into a greenhouse, but you know what? It's just because I love plants. And we also have wild moss and things like that we can actually have the ghost. Look at that, they can double the size of their tribe now. That's really sweet. And I think we'll go ahead and remove that candle. And we might move some of these crates. A spirit is loose! What? Why'd he get so mad? Oh my gosh, Captain Dredge! Did you not have somebody to keep you calm? Oh my word, all right, where's my ghost experts? Do I need, oh my gosh! Is this because I wasn't keeping track of him? He loses peace over time. Ghost Chaser Megan! Ghost Chaser Megan's here with Ghost Capture. Free spirit pacification. How'd he lose his patience? Do I need to bring him? Oh my word. Is this because he's like the famous spirit and I wasn't paying any attention to him? I was paying attention to plants. How did this work out so much? Oh my gosh. How did you lose your patience? Did you need a little more buzz? I guess he just needed somebody to talk to, and I didn't have that person available for him. I feel so bad. Because he does want someone to talk to, and I think I took away like the main person that, ooh, the wild wall light, oh my gosh. And the wild floor lights, are you kidding? That's so cool. That's so cool. There's also a bonfire. There's also like the antique fireplace we could have. I wonder if that would make him happy. No buzz decreased. Okay. I can read the ghostly like bemoaning in the walls, if not on the walls. Maybe a bookshelf will give them a little more entertainment. Oh my gosh, look, there's a floating cake. There's so much to enjoy when it comes to our ghost. Oh my word. All right, and maybe a gramophone, will that help? Oh good, that made them happier because I think they needed some more ghostly entertainment. And speaking of ghostly entertainment, do we have anything else I can offer them? I have moss rugs. At least, do I have moss rugs? I'm pretty sure I have moss rugs because I believe we researched and interviewed enough of the peasant ghost. Oh, he was just bored. All right, and I should probably have a good ghost counselor who could, tend to the hotel spirits. Just that's all they do. Oh wow, I'm so happy. There's so much going on. But we do need to get that expanded research room for our staff so we can really start like filing away that wonderful research. And now that we have, did I assign our science expert? Okay, I haven't given our science expert their training yet. We're gonna work on that. Do I have a botany person? Restoration. I need to do so much training with everybody. It's amazingly wild. But we did train a Pirate Tales tyrant at least. And then I needed to double check if I can actually train one of our janitors in pilot wings, or else we're gonna get eaten by a fish, which would not really be among, we can, yes! Okay, so steampunk mechanic Aranim, I feel like that would be a really great thing for you to have, is the ability to go ahead and have pilot wings. You're already nimble and fast. I think that being trained in being able to make these trips really rapid would be a good idea. Cobweb Inspector Tess. We haven't had terribly many fires just yet, but I think we have double trained Salty Sweet Wren now, right? We have. And so now we no longer have to worry about being caught forever in the netherworld. And it would actually be assistants that would need to go out to join us on being able to go and visit the tower of the lost wizard to see what they have. Oh man. And we need to go to the library, and we need more peasants, and we also need to see if we can get the ghost plants. All right, we're gonna go back over and we're gonna see if we can get more hemo gobbler plants. Is that what I should do now? Oh, there's so many places to go. It's just so exciting. Man, the hemo gobbler plants are really cool. They're so cool. I said library, didn't I? I said library. And cave people. And I think there was like a cave person. A natural spirit can be found up in the mountains where it's cold. And do I have anybody who could help out with that? Who is good at speaking with spirits and agile? We could have Winston go with us and just hope that we're pretty good at exploring up there. Tours, spirit medium, the Rhonda could go up. I think we'll go ahead and we'll have a quick exploration of those mountains with like one of our spirit mediums and with Winston. And then I want to go into the depths of the sea and see if we can find what our pirate wants before we lose track of him too. But we need to train for those pilot wings real quick. Okay. And then, oh hey, shiny sticker. Yay! 500 guests have viewed the close encounter, where I totally didn't forget, absolutely not, that we had that we happen to have a whole bunch of our graveyards. They've got some, or well, at least this graveyard has a UFO encounter area. Totally didn't forget that. Don't know what you guys mean. Not at all. Also, I'm trying to put the heaps of chairs down out in the graveyard just to add to the spooky factor for a minute. We'll move the abandoned mirror over here. Boy, I really have to clean this place up, but what are you gonna do when you've got ghosts coming for you and occasionally thieves that pop out of the toilets? I'd say we're doing our best in that circumstance, personally. And then let's actually make our room, our training room, quite a bit bigger. There we go. I'm gonna move the door, like, can I move the door all the way over here? Oh my gosh, why not? And then we'll make our training room at least that much bigger. Okay, I can't make it that big yet. And the Icy Spires expedition's back already. I hardly have time to like really get used to that. And Winston did a great job as a ghost guide. It's a Yeti! An extra 4 layers of fur come in handy while living on the pointy mountains or in the netherworld. And he's a yodeler, so he is actually a nature spirit. I wonder if he needs to go into a whole new type of exhibit. Like, can he be in here? Oh my gosh, the poltergeists are having some issues with that. So I think he could, but like, the ghost plant's dying again. Just in time, sweet honey mint. The good news is being distracted and having to run back and forth to all of our different spots seems to have given our poor plants a chance to actually like grow. And I wonder, maybe we should keep interviewing the pirates while I'm trying to wrap other things up. Spirit restoration, eating spirit snack. I probably should double check on what that means, but we'll worry about it later. Wow, you can get very cursed coming there. That's interesting to see. Let's see. Tours. Wow, Curse Chaser Salty Sweet Rend, you really make it possible for us to investigate places that I wasn't expecting. That would be haggling, experience. All right, maybe we'll... I just gotta send them out again. Oh, okay, I'm not being very organized about this again. All right, Siri, come on, focus. Library, we're gonna make a nice library. We're gonna make a nice library and make it like fit the area to some extent. It's so dark, I should probably put tons of lights out. And then we're going to move the big pile of chairs. And we're gonna get this place nice, I swear, because it's gonna be a lovely little place. The science inspection. I don't know what kind of science you'd be inspecting, but I gotta admit I'm a little nervous about that. All right, let's see. So that's done. I think, wouldn't it be nice to have like a private cafeteria for some of our employees? I am kind of excited about the fact that the money is going up so high. We might even have a private, well, the bathroom over here has actually been doing pretty good. We don't really need a security place at the back, I think. Otherwise, this is kind of like a staff-only area anyway. We have our marketing room. We have our staff room, which we could even expand a little bit so that we could add in like some new computers. There might be enough room back here to possibly think about a private cafe or something for our employees. But for right this very second, let's see if we can actually make it into a nice little library where we can train our staff well. Maybe, oh, I wonder if I can give the library a name, or at least like name something inside of here. That would be lovely. I would be quite happy with that. Let's see. And then we have... We have the staff notice board so you can stay up to date on all sorts of fun things that we might do. We've got fancy windows that we can put in to make sure people can have something nice to look at. In fact, we can actually take out this tiny window. There we go. Look at this! This is what you want to see when it's time to go ahead and dust off those very old, dusty books and create a little spooky library of our own, where we can encourage our employees to come, to put their feet up for a minute, but carefully, not on the books, mind you, and maybe learn a little bit of something new so that they can investigate. This is kind of a huge little library, but I very much love it. So that they can investigate and hopefully discover, with a little bit more training power, what they have to offer. The to-do listia estates. Let's see. And then this is really nice. This is kind of like where you feel super responsible and like, oh, I'm getting everything just set up so neatly, making it so people will be able to do their research. Steampunk Mechanic Hannah Forever is also ready for training. See? Everybody's getting really excited about the new library. Nice! That was pretty expensive with all those books, but I'll pay for good books every day of the week. Let's see. And then we could do like the little curved book ends. Flip. As something to go like on the end if we wanted. But you know what I really want now? More plants. And being able to train our staff, I feel like maybe putting in the I Spy Mal Beloved is... See, everybody's ready for training. They're all getting very excited about it. I feel like being able... Filing cabinet. And then we can put in our plants! Required plant populace, of course. I wish we could make it like a joint room where you could train but also just like relax, like sit and kind of get your energy back. But alas, that is not how these places work. One day, maybe. One day. There! That makes me really happy to know that we at least got one lovely section all set up so that our staff will feel like they're really valued when they come in and they can learn something new about the world, learn something new about themselves, learn something new about the afterlife, which is really like a profound thing to be able to snag from your local library, in my humble opinion. Ta-da! We invested a lot of money in that, but why not? And maybe we'll even have some like just favorite exhibits at the back. All right, can I name that room? Because that'd be really cool. Let me see. We can! Yes! So, let's see. Library of Lost Books. There. That's gonna be our little library. And here is the place where we will be able to go ahead and train some of our staff members to be able to help us out with some of the adventures we want to go on. I totally didn't forget which adventure that was. I don't know what you're talking about. Dang it. But hey, we're back from the SS Silverbottom and we built a library. With everything going on, the fact that I remembered, oh yeah, we're building a library. First mate, the captain's best and only mate. We don't have a first mate pirate yet. There we go. I think that's gonna, I think that made the captain really happy. Wants to share a room with an epic quality spirit or higher, hates fire, hates sharing a room with other first mates. That's adorable. Kind of silly, but also adorable. And then we need a janitor with survival skills, I think. Is that what we needed? No, we needed pilot wings, pilot wings. The whole reason that we ended up making this happen. Okay, wait, did I already have, hold up, maybe somebody finished their training while we were putting it all together. I think that actually our steampunk mechanic, oh my gosh, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna make, gosh darn, I'm gonna get us some survey scanners, and then we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna go and we are going to search those bottom of the ocean seas for whatever it is that we need to make our salty sea dog happier. And we're gonna see what we can do to go ahead and continue to add to our little swamp exhibit areas whilst we're waiting for whatever mystery that that sea dog is hiding. And we might consider risking those biscuits to go and see what's at Spiffin Moore's spire, or if we can manage to make a pristine quality peasant happy enough to come and join us so that we can take on the semi-evil castle, which we're gonna have to really be training well for, it seems. Oh my gosh, another nightmare. How do we fight that? Oh, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.